Think a relaxing cruise means smooth sailing? Picture yourself lounging by the pool, sipping a cool drink, the gentle ocean breeze caressing your face as you glide across turquoise waters. The sun is shining, the buffet is endless, and the only thing on your agenda is pure, unadulterated relaxation. That's the dream, isn't it? The promise of a perfect getaway, a chance to escape the everyday grind and immerse yourself in a world of carefree bliss. Cruises are often marketed as the ultimate vacation experience, a floating paradise where all your worries melt away with the horizon. Think again, because sometimes the reality of a cruise vacation can be a far cry from the idyllic image painted in brochures and commercials. While most cruises are indeed filled with fun and relaxation, there's always the potential for unexpected turbulence, both literally and figuratively. Seas can get rough, itineraries can change, and as we're about to see, fellow passengers can sometimes turn a dream vacation into a complete nightmare. It's important to remember that you're essentially on a floating city with thousands of other people, each with their own personalities, expectations, and, yes, sometimes their own set of problems. Sometimes the real storm happens on board. It's not the crashing waves or the swaying decks that cause the biggest disruptions, but the human element. The confined spaces, the abundance of alcohol, and the close proximity to strangers can sometimes create a volatile mix, leading to conflicts and situations that no one saw coming. Think of it as a pressure cooker, where tensions can simmer beneath the surface before suddenly exploding in unexpected ways. And when those tensions boil over, the results can be anything from minor annoyances to full-blown chaos. Carnival Cruise Line is making waves for all the wrong reasons, again. Carnival, a name synonymous with fun and affordable cruises, has recently found itself in the headlines once more, and not for the reasons they'd like. While they strive to provide memorable experiences for their passengers, sometimes those memories are made for all the wrong reasons. This time, it involves a brawl of epic proportions, a situation that quickly spiraled out of control and left many passengers shocked and dismayed. On a recent Bahamas trip, a voyage intended to be a relaxing escape to a tropical paradise turned into anything but. The Bahamas, with its stunning beaches, crystal-clear waters, and vibrant culture, is a popular destination for cruise-goers seeking sun, sand, and a taste of island life. Passengers eagerly anticipated exploring the local markets, swimming with dolphins, and soaking up the Caribbean vibes. Little did they know that their idyllic vacation was about to be disrupted by an onboard incident that would make headlines around the world. A wild brawl broke out on board, sending shockwaves through the ship and leaving many wondering what had triggered such a violent outburst. The incident unfolded quickly, escalating from a verbal dispute to a physical altercation in a matter of moments. Passengers who were simply trying to enjoy their vacation found themselves caught in the middle of the chaos, witnessing scenes that were more reminiscent of a bar fight than a relaxing cruise. And this wasn't your average squabble over sun loungers. We're not talking about a minor disagreement over a misplaced towel or a passive-aggressive battle for the best spot by the pool. This was a full-scale melee, involving multiple passengers and leaving a trail of disruption in its wake. It was an incident that went far beyond the typical cruise ship annoyances and raised serious questions about onboard security and passenger behavior. Dozens of passengers were caught in a full-blown fight, a chaotic scene that unfolded in one of the ship's public areas, leaving onlookers stunned and frightened. Imagine the scene, a crowded space filled with vacationers enjoying their evening, suddenly erupting into a flurry of fists, shouts, and panicked cries. The sheer number of people involved made it difficult for security to quickly regain control, and the situation threatened to escalate even further. Reportedly sparked by, wait for it, a series of events that sound like something straight out of a reality TV show. Rumors and speculation swirled around the ship as passengers tried to piece together what had triggered such a dramatic outburst. The alleged cause? A tangled web of relationships, jealousy, and perhaps a little too much alcohol. A romantic threesome gone sideways. Yes, you heard that right. According to reports, the brawl was allegedly ignited by a disagreement stemming from a romantic entanglement involving 3 passengers. It's a scenario that sounds almost too outlandish to be true, but it serves as a reminder that even on a cruise ship, human drama can unfold in the most unexpected and bizarre ways. The details are still murky, and the full story may never be known, but the alleged romantic triangle certainly adds a layer of intrigue to this already sensational incident. Security had to step in, responding swiftly to the escalating situation in an attempt to restore order and prevent further violence. The ship's security personnel, trained to handle a variety of onboard incidents, found themselves facing a particularly challenging situation. They had to navigate through the chaotic crowd, identify the instigators, and de-escalate the conflict before anyone was seriously injured. As fists flew and the atmosphere turned increasingly hostile, the scene was described as chaotic, with punches being thrown, people shouting, and a general sense of panic spreading throughout the area. Passengers who had been enjoying their evening were suddenly scrambling for safety, trying to avoid being caught in the crossfire. The noise and commotion attracted the attention of other passengers and crew members, further adding to the confusion. Drinks spilled and the midnight buffet, well, let's just say it lost its charm. The carefully arranged food displays were disrupted, the pristine tablecloths were stained with spilled beverages, and the once appetizing aroma of late-night snacks was replaced with the scent of chaos and spilled drinks. The midnight buffet, usually a highlight of the cruise experience, became an unintended casualty of the onboard brawl. The aftermath? A period of investigation, questioning, and ultimately, consequences for those involved. The cruise ship, once a haven of relaxation, became a scene of investigation as security personnel worked to determine the full extent of the incident and identify those responsible. Passengers who had witnessed the brawl were asked to provide statements, and the ship's crew worked to clean up the mess and restore order. Carnival banned several passengers, taking swift action to address the situation and send a clear message that such behavior would not be tolerated. The cruise line, known for its family-friendly atmosphere, made it clear that it would not hesitate to remove passengers who engaged in violent or disruptive behavior. The decision to ban the individuals involved was a necessary step to ensure the safety and well-being of other passengers and crew members, making it crystal clear that there are consequences for actions, especially those that jeopardize the safety and enjoyment of others. Cruise lines have a responsibility to maintain a safe and orderly environment for all passengers, and that includes enforcing rules and regulations that prohibit violence and disruptive behavior. The message is simple. If you can't behave responsibly, you're not welcome on board. Fighting will get you thrown off the ship, potentially cutting your vacation short and leaving you stranded in a foreign port. Being removed from a cruise ship is not only embarrassing but also incredibly inconvenient. You'll be responsible for arranging and paying for your own transportation and accommodation, and you may face difficulties re-entering your home country. It's a harsh lesson to learn, but one that serves as a strong deterrent against onboard violence, and maybe a permanent spot on the no-sail list. A no-sail list is a database maintained by cruise lines that identifies individuals who are prohibited from traveling on their ships due to past misconduct. Being placed on this list can effectively end your cruising days, preventing you from enjoying future vacations on any of the cruise lines that participate in the program. It's a serious consequence that can have long-lasting implications. So, next time you're booking a cruise, remember that while the promise of relaxation and adventure is enticing, it's important to be mindful of your behavior and respectful of your fellow passengers. A cruise is a shared experience, and everyone deserves to enjoy their vacation without being subjected to violence or disruption. Remember to pack your manners, your patience, and your sense of responsibility along with your sunscreen and swimwear. What happens at sea doesn't always stay at sea. Your actions have consequences, and those consequences can follow you long after you disembark. So be a responsible traveler, enjoy your vacation, and remember that a little bit of common sense and courtesy can go a long way in ensuring a smooth and enjoyable cruise for everyone on board. After all, the goal is to create memories that you'll cherish for a lifetime, not memories that you'll regret.